Hi, I'm Alison Case. I teach in the English department, and I'm going to talk about how I begin classes on the first day. I almost always bring in a poem, a pair of poems, or some kind of text on the first day of class and have the students talk about that. I do that partly because I want to set the students from the beginning doing the kind of work I will expect them to do in the class. Also because Williams students come in from a variety of backgrounds. We don't have a strict sequence of prerequisites in the English department. Whatever level class you're doing, you can't really know what kinds of background and knowledge the students are bringing in with them. So it's good to have an object in front of you that that is not going to make the students who don't have the same preparation feel left out, that everyone can exercise their brains on. For example, in my 19th century novel class, I actually begin on the first day with two poems. One is William Wordsworth's sonnet, "The World is Too Much With Us," from 1802, and the other is Matthew Arnold's poem "Dover Beach" from 1867. And I start out by kind of handing the students a few points of comparison between the poems. They're both speakers who are looking out over the ocean, feeling alienated, forlorn, about a loss of a certain kind of faith. And then I asked them to start talking about the ways that those two poems are different. And some of the kinds of things that they are able to pick out there. Wordsworth's speaker is a generic person on a generic lea looking over a generic sea. He's alone. Matthew Arnold's speaker is with another person, come to the window, cool as the night air. He's in a room. He's looking out not just at a beach, but at Dover Beach, a spot that is particularly associated with England, with English national identity. He's looking out at the English Channel. Across the English Channel, he can see the French lights. Arnold's poem is much more fundamentally socially situated. Wordsworth's poem is me and nature, my relationship to nature. Arnold's poem is us. The faith that they are feeling the loss of is very different. Wordsworth is talking about the loss of classical paganism and the way that it could animate nature with spirits and gods. Arnold's talking about the loss of Christian faith. Something that really is being experienced more in the mid-19th century, the Victorian crisis of faith. Also, the poems are offering, as it were, very different solutions to the problems that they pose. Wordsworth is pointing out that we've lost the ability to animate nature, to feel like a part of nature. We're too much into, commerce, getting and spending. But the poem actually solves its own problem. The poem animates nature with images of gods and goddesses. It invites us to participate in that identification with nature that it claims we've lost. Whereas what does Arnold offer for the withdrawing of the sea of faith from the world? Oh love, let us be true to one another. True love, right? Romantic love. So, the world hath neither light, nor love, nor hope, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. We are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, while ignorant armies clash by night. An incredibly desolate view of the social world, but, oh love, let us be true to one another. We've got that. So these two poems, in contrast with each other, really show you how the worldview has shifted, or how the sense of a writer's problems have shifted. You can see from Arnold's poem exactly why the 19th century would become the golden age of the novel, which is a form that is fundamentally socially oriented, as opposed to lyric poetry, obviously, which tends to be more introspective. So these two poems, ironically, kind of lead you into why we're studying the novel in the 19th century. And it also sets up many of the kinds of cultural and social issues that the novels will be dealing with. Every novel that we read for the 19th century has a courtship plot in it, has a love plot in it, even if that's not fundamentally what the novel is about. So it really takes you into the period, in addition to taking you into the kind of thinking that I'm asking students to do. The other thing I'm doing, particularly in a writing intensive class, is to give the students a writing assignment on the first day. Usually it'll be a writing assignment related to the text that we've just been discussing in class that is due on the second day. And I know, but don't tell them, that this is predominantly a diagnostic thing. So if they all do terribly on it, it's not going to hurt their grades, but I don't tell them that. That also sets them to work right away, doing the kind of thinking and the kind of working that I want them to do in the course. And it scares away the tourists, which is really good.